little baby who gon' listen. Girl, I don't wanna be the one you again.
It's been bothering me for years, the confusion between fans that have met me and love me and fans that have never met me, yet they seem to have an opinion about me, which is based on a second or third or fourth hand bit of information. I want to play that game, then like I say, usually I don't stoop to that level, but sometimes guys test me, and it's like if Hannibal wants to test me, then I think he'll be very upset with the outcome of testing me. I'm not a guy that you want to play fucking games with. Those are things that are going to make you a better wrestler. And if you're going to ask me to kiss Brian Pillman's ass because he's part of the Hart Foundation, then fuck no, I'm not that guy. These are things I really did in my life and my time, and these are my moves, and these are my commitments to you guys. I was trying to be the most entertaining, smart, and safe but risky wrestler out there. And that keeps me going and going and going and going so far like a shield. And I tell people the harder you try, the more rewards you get. Everyone says less is more. I just don't believe that actually works in wrestling. I believe smart is smart. And there's a time and a place to jump off a balcony. But sometimes the only place I ever had to go was in front of 80 people, and the balcony was there. And credibility and a shield. Then the fans of wrestling put a shield over all of the boys while they're in the ring, while they're watching it, because it's some kind of magic that there's not more guys in wrestling are dead or in wheelchairs or seriously hurt from some of the shit I've seen. Really, really, really happy with their 5 or 10 minute experience with Teddy Hart. They want to have another one. And to me, that's another way of getting booked over and over again, is because fans want to see you and they demand to see you. And when they see you, they walk away with a feeling of a friend. You moved in a different direction. You're able to still succeed based on hard work. Instead of being a spoiled rich kid and Bret's son and in feeling entitled, I never saw you superstar anybody, Dallas.
Oh yeah, no, like there was, towards the end, you'd be gone for 35 days in a row, come back for a couple, go back out for another 30, 35 or whatever. Freezing. We were working in southeast Saskatchewan one time, and it was minus 56 with the wind chill, and it was pure hell. It was what you do in Alberta. If you want to make some good money, that's where you go, to the oil fields. So.
Months ago, the conversation came up about Bret Hart running a promotion in Calgary and Dallas running the promotion for him. What would make it so special, guys, to bring Stampede Wrestling back to Calgary and have Bret be the guy running it with Dallas and Bret's connections and expertise?
This opportunity came up last year. We did something here in Calgary just at a brewery, and it was just a small wrestling event we did with some guys on the radio, and we got some really good feedback from it, and everyone was just like, why we should be doing this on a regular basis. We're going to be looking to get that all rolling again, and we're still pretty excited about that. Hopefully it'll be everything that we're thinking it'll be.
We did one show in Calgary a few years ago, and we did 2,200 people at the pavilion, and Dallas was there, and Blade was there, and Julie Blade and Dallas's mom, always very supportive of me, and same with Michelle, and they were there, and they've always helped in the process of this. But at the end of the day, Bret is Bret, and Bret's the most powerful guy in Canada and in Canadian history in the wrestling business. So without Bret's endorsement, it just never seemed to have that same professional feel to it, or that world-class potential. The happiest moments of my life, the potential of bringing in different people from different cities or different countries or different promotions, and to let Bret work his magic. And that was what got me excited to talk to some of the guys in Ring of Honor and some of the guys in AEW and some of the guys in MW, and then talk to the guys at Impact. And the World Cup of Wrestling idea really molded. I thought if anybody could pull it off and has enough friends in all the different areas and enough power in Calgary was one of the top wrestling cities in the world. If we could have the Olympics of Wrestling or the World Cup of Wrestling happen in Calgary every 2 or 3 years or something like that, I thought it would be awesome.
I don't know, Teddy Hart versus Jericho?
And the business itself is not so much what you do, but it's what you do for the business. I think of you as the next Stu Hart, Dallas, if that's the big shoes to fill. But I think of you as the next Stu Hart, that this is going to be something that changes the business for Canada and gives Canada an actual professional promotion that's going to be on TV.
Yeah, we were, I think maybe you guys were on a row ahead or row behind. I can't really remember. But But yeah, no, that was pretty insane. At first, I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I thought it was a work. I was like,
I thought it was a work too. I can't believe how savvy Harry was. Harry moved so fast. I couldn't believe how fucking fast Harry was. I mean, Harry had to run from the same distance as that guy. So, I mean, that to me showed Harry's true colors of how much he loves your dad. You know, he was very professional, and he finished the speech, which was about him and Jim, and I thought that was amazing, that instead of copping out or not saying something because it wasn't just based on his story, it was about someone else, you know, and that he kept his composure. That to me really sold me on that your dad is still, he's the fucking man, dude. For that alone was like, at that age, to deal with that type of stress and to walk away still with that type of composure. I mean, that's what made him probably the guy he was in the ring, is because he never showed the nerves. He always looked so calm and collected and cool when he was in the ring. Yeah. It turned out to be great publicity because everyone got to see the type of guy your dad was, which is another. Your dad is just a straight soldier. He doesn't play games, man. He went in there and he knew what he had to do, and he got right back up and fixed it and didn't even miss a beat. You know, so
yeah, it seemed like that's what everyone was talking about for the rest of the.
Forever, yeah. Matches, so it's like that won't happen. But the fact that Bret's willing to book matches potentially now, and you're the one that's basically partnering up with him, it renewed my hope in that I'd get to wrestle in front of your dad and create that magic and have him stand behind me someday. Or if it wasn't your dad, it was you, and that if he passes his power on to you, then someday Dallas gets to show the whole world that potential match between me and Kenny Omega, or me and Jericho, or whatever. But that's the potential out there, is that Dallas, guys, has got the pencil now, and he's the one deciding what's going to happen. And that, to me, gives Calgary and Canada a really bright future, and wrestling in general a really cool potential promoter that knows the business, but it's not trying to get into business.
My mama told me, boy, make a decision. Right now I gotta keep a ton of vision.